Hey folks, Bruce from Messiah Motor Cars here, and I am sitting in a 2007 Subaru Sti, and this is an amazing car. And what I love about this vehicle is the race-bred, race-designed technological innovations that went from the rally race car into a production vehicle. So why don't we just go down and start with technological innovation number one. Take a look down here. Down here you see something called an IC water spray button. IC stands for intercooler, and where this came out of is out of racing. I can almost imagine Colin McRae in the late 90s racing in his Subaru, and he's complaining of his boost going down because the intercooler cannot keep up with all the heat that's being generated. And I can see these Subaru engineers finding a way. They're thinking, oh, if I could only cool the intercooler, if we could keep that, we could maybe get some spray of water on it. And some engineer has a brilliant moment of innovation, and he says, well, why don't we put a pump and have a water sprayed directly on the intercooler to facilitate heat exchange and keeping the intercool cool and keeping the boost up and keeping power up, and it worked. And they put that from the racetrack directly into the production vehicle. So if you're on the turbo, it's a hot summer day out, and you've been on the turbo a lot. You hit this intercooler spray. It's hooked up to a bottle, just a regular water bottle in the back. I believe it's somewhere between 2 and 3 liter bottle. You fill it up with regular water. There's a pump that sprays it right on the intercooler to keep the intercool cool and keep boost up. The second technological innovation I want to talk about, it's so practical. If you can just zoom back down on here, okay, and you see this little switch here. It goes from 0, 1, 2, 3. And what this is an angle for your headlights. And you can imagine if you're rally racing and you're on a straight piece of tarmac, it's a straight stretch, and you need to see, of course they race at nighttime, you have to see way out ahead of you. So you want your headlights kind of a flat position. Well, if you're coming to a tight, twisty part maybe on a gravel or dirt track, and you see these guys throwing the back end out, well, you don't need to see 300 yards in front of you. You need to see, 20, 30 feet in front of you. And I'm just going to get focused up forward here, and watch as I move this button. You can hear a little motor move, and you can see the headlights going up and down, changing the angle of the headlights so as to illuminate where you're going or what you need to see depending on where the conditions you're driving in or the road conditions. The third and final piece of technology that I want to talk about is really very unique to Subaru, and it's what really set it apart from some of its competitors. It's been copied since, but if you lean right on over here, you can see here something called a DCC adjustment, or a center differential adjustment, and this again goes right to rally racing. When you're on a snow or gravel or perhaps mud, you definitely need that all-wheel drive. You need equal power going to all 4 wheels. But for example, if you are on a dry road, then of course everyone likes to have that rear-wheel drive power. And what this DCC adjustment allows you to do is it allows you to make those adjustments. Now, if you could go take a look here in the dash, naturally it's on auto, and what auto means is that the computer now is controlling where all the power goes. And 90% of the time that's what's going to happen. As I click the manual button, I unlock the center differential, and using the wheel, I can move it back. And you see, as it's going down, 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 at the very bottom, that means 80% of the power is going to the rear wheels and 20% to the front. As I move it back up, power is now shifting back up to the front wheels. I lock it, that's equal 25, 25, 25, and then I put it back on auto, and then now it's back in computer controlled. Just an incredible piece of technology. It allows you to really adapt your driving or to the road conditions. And this is just a phenomenal vehicle. Bruce from Messiah Motor Cars. We're located at 16138 84th Avenue in Surrey, BC. We're open till 8 o'clock most nights. Look forward to see you down here.